Hello everyone, this is your PMP coach Arun Mohan back again with another edition of PMP exam prep. And this topic we are going to explore about the PMOs and the types of PMOs. So let's, without further ado, let's get started on the session and let's begin. Alright, so what is a PMO? A PMO stands for Project Management Office, and according to the PMBOK 6th edition, it defines that the PMO is an organizational structure that standardizes the project-related governance processes and facilitates the sharing of resources, methodologies, tools, and techniques. And again, this is found on page 48 of the PMBOK guide of the 6th edition. So, what is the primary function of a PMO? So the PMO's primary function is always to support the project managers. All right. So basically, a PMO can make recommendations on a project. They can lead knowledge transfers. So, for example, when we say lead knowledge transfers, is like lessons learned from a previous project. They can assist you with those information transferring to this project. So those are certain ways they help with knowledge transfers. This normally is done by the PMO. The PMOs may, depending on the type of PMO, they may even have the authority to terminate projects. They manage shared resources across projects. I mean, if you're working for one certain type of PMO where they have the option of employing the project managers, the business analysts, and all of that, they facilitate in sharing the resources. They also, coach, mentor, train, provide oversight and all of that things, just like in a way to assist the project management, like properly facilitate, hey, let's do a PMP bootcamp, or let's do project management trainings or business analysis training. So these are things like what the PMO can facilitate and start when we're talking about coaching and training and providing oversight. But they also do set up shadowing of senior project managers. Like a new project manager can shadow some senior project manager just as an mentoring sessions and things. These are created by the PMO. So that's one of the good things of having a PMO in an organization, because not every organization contains a PMO. But when there is a PMO, these are functionalities that assist project managers, direct their project in a more successful manner. So they also do coordinate communications, and define, identify, or even if there's nothing existing, then they can develop a standard project management methodology, like how do we start a project to the end? How do we deliver it? So do we have gate processes? What are the functions? What processes do we follow? And again, this is purely based on the organization culture too, so it changes. It is not a standard methodology from each PMO to PMO, so it is based on the organizational culture as well. Alright, so having said that, let's go into the next slides and see what type of PMOs we have. Though there are many types of PMOs, the PMBOK 6th edition actually defines three distinct types of PMOs. So that one would be the supportive PMO, the other one would be a controlling PMO, and the third one would be a directive PMO. So these are the three PMOs that you need to focus for your PMP exam. And yes, please, if I recall right, I think I had around 5 to 6 questions based on PMOs alone. So let's, in the following sessions, then let's, the next few minutes of the video, let's take a deep dive on this, try to understand what each type of this PMO stand for. Alright, so let's first look at the supportive PMO. The supportive project management office. What do they do and how do they compare and contrast to the other PMOs? So the supportive PMO mainly acts as a repository, and they are very low level of control over projects. The main thing they normally work on is providing assistance by providing templates, best practices, lessons learned, trainings, and they don't pretty much get any more further involved in the project manager's life or the project life cycle other than that supportive consultative role. As I previously mentioned, they are very low, no level. I mean, they have very low level of power, and they do not enforce any compliance of any methodologies of the project or anything regarding how the project should be driven or delivered. And this type of PMOs is mainly suitable for like a weak functional organizational types. The second type of PMO that we want to look at is the controlling PMO. A controlling PMO does everything what the supportive PMO does, but they all, I mean, provide support in managing projects, provide the templates. But on top of that, they do so the only difference between controlling PMO and the supportive PMOs, yes, controlling PMO will provide you everything the supportive PMO does, but they actually enforce compliance to the organizational practice. I mean, like, through the framework or the methodology, so they will. So, for example, if you have a gate process that you want to deliver, I mean, you have to follow through. If you don't follow that gate process, the supportive PMO is not going to stop you from going forward with your project. But the controlling PMO can actually intervene and say, no, you have to follow the process, otherwise, you can't go through the following gates. So they do have moderate control over projects, so that is one distinct difference between supportive and controlling PMO. And controlling PMOs are mainly suitable for balanced matrix organizational types. Alright, so let's look at the next one. Directive PMO. Oh, this is one of my favorite type of PMOs, because I mean, I currently work for an organization that actually has a directive PMO. So this type of PMO is the one with the most higher amount of power, right? So they have the authority to direct projects, and also the projects are managed by the PMOs, and all the project managers most of the time report to the PMO directly. So again, they also provide all the other supportive functionalities and everything, but on top of that, they manage the project and they have extremely high level of power. So what's the difference? So let's look at again, the directive PMO also enforces compliance, right? So what is the difference between controlling PMO and the directive PMO, right? So the controlling PMO also enforces, they have medium power enforcing compliance, but on the directive PMO, they manage the projects. They have PMs working for them, and so basically anybody can request a project, but if ultimately the PMO agrees to deliver the project, they take over the project. They're like, okay, any line of business can ask for a project. Now, okay, this project is approved, but now they take control of the project. They plan it, they execute it, they deliver it, and then go back to business. Okay, here's your sign off. Make sure that you're happy with it. So that is how a directive PMO works. So what are the three? I mean, so in the three PMOs in in summary, so we have the supportive. That's just very low control, they just doing a consultative role. They don't enforce anything. Controlling PMO, yes, medium power. They enforce compliance to what is the word I'm looking for? The framework or methodologies. Yes, they enforce, and they provide all the support, just like the supportive PMO. And the directive PMO, high power, they direct projects, they have project managers working for them, and they have full control. So this is the three types. These are the three types of differences in this PMO, and it's maybe it's a very small topic, but again, it is very worth knowing this, because these are very easy marks that you can actually score during your PMP exam. All right. Well, I hope that mini lesson was useful and helped clarify all your questions regarding the PMOs. Again, I want to thank your time and be confident and I'm sure you can pass your exam, right? Again, in the meantime, if you have any questions, concerns, feel free to email me or comment below. Or if you want me to make any videos or lessons on certain topics that you are struggling or you need more clarification on, please feel free to, and I will definitely make those videos and upload it as soon as possible. Again, if you found this useful, please like and subscribe for the channel, and I will bring more content in a weekly basis. I hope everybody is well. Have a great weekend. Thank you very much for your time, and good luck.